Our fam is heading back yet again to one of the Philippines' most beloved provinces, Palawan. Why? Because word on the beach is that a nest of sea turtle eggs is about to hatch on the country's longest stretch of white sand. And despite all our globe-trotting, it's a magical moment we've never witnessed together. So we grabbed a few rooms at a top-rated boutique resort, lined up some legendary island hopping, and pieced out of Manila for a few days of sun, salt, and fingers crossed, turtle sightings. Here's hoping we catch one of nature's most awe-inspiring little miracles in action. If this is your first episode with us, you should know that our American family has been exploring the world constantly since 2020 and documenting those travels on our Always Be Changing channel. We have visited countless countries and all 7 continents. And at the start of 2024, we set up a second home in Metro Manila and launched this second channel to share our incredible adventures across the 7,000 islands of the Philippines.
We actually got in yesterday. We flew into Puerto Princesa and we had a 3-hour drive up here. But now we get to do the quintessential activity when you're in San Vicente, which is island hopping.
Hi guys.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. Welcome to San Vicente and si Senor also. Thank you.
It's just a 20-minute drive. We are here now at Poblacion Seaport. This is like the center of San Vicente. And we are meeting up with our boat captain to hit the high seas for the day.
It is so beautiful here. The water is such a gorgeous color. And we booked everything, the airport transportation, the island hopping, all through our resort, Club Agataya.
Welcome aboard Si Senor, the only luxury boat in all of San Vicente. And some creative spelling on that.
My favorite thing on the boat is sitting in front.
San Vicente is right between El Nido and Puerto Princesa, about equal distance, but we chose to fly into Puerto Princesa yesterday because the airport in El Nido is a little bit smaller and the flights were a bit pricier, so we had better options down south in Puerto Princesa, and the only reason it took us 3 hours to get to San Vicente was because there was tons of rain and weather conditions and flooding all over, so we had a little extra hour to our drive. But that was no problem because we were in a van, the kids slept, Phil and I worked.
To get out of port, we have to wear life vests, although I don't know if this one's going to fit me.
You always get stuck with the tiny life vests.
There we go. There are about 22 islands off the coast of San Vicente, and we're planning to hit probably 5 or 6 of them today.
Our longest sail is our first one. It's going to be 25 minutes to take us to Palawan Camping Island. And then from there, I think we have just like short intervals of boat trips between the islands. So it's all concentrated in one area.
Considering the fact that we started at about 10 a.m. and we're probably not going to start finishing up until about 4 p.m. with just, I think, 5 islands actually on the itinerary, that means we should have plenty of time to stop and enjoy each one of the destinations. I'm hoping to see some sea turtles.
I hope so too. Maybe even some baby sea turtles, because this is a sea turtle haven and it's hatching season. So we might even see some hatchlings while we're here. I'm not going to hold my breath for it because it's really all in the timing. And so far in all our trips, the timing hasn't quite worked out for us. But someday I know that it will. Could be this trip.
If we do see sea turtles today, it will probably be some green sea turtles and maybe some hawksbill. And I just learned that the local word for sea turtles is pawakan. Pawakan.
I always seem to learn new words every day with Phil, or the correct way to pronounce words I already knew. Brooklyn had a nice little nap on the way over here. But this Palawan Camping is not its own island. This is actually part of the mainland. The waves are strong here and we have to go into waist deep water. So I'm taking my shorts with me. I'm gonna hold them up.
Might take them at all.
right? Yeah.
It's a beach.
It's a beach. All right, so I'm taking off my shirt too. My new favorite bikini with the bedazzled shells.
The name Palawan Camping actually refers to what is essentially a glamping site here. I think he said it was owned by some foreigners, but I'm not 100% sure, although that would be par for the course based on our experience looking for a boutique resort to buy here in the Philippines. I think by and large, they tend to be owned by foreigners, at least the ones that we were looking at. Maybe it's just the foreigners who want to sell them.
It's a beautiful beach here. Clearly the swings are so fun. Brooklyn is on another one down there. There are actually swings everywhere. These just seem to be the more adventurous ones because the sand is on a little bit of slope. So it's almost like a Bali swing where you kind of swing out higher off the ground. And I liked it. I thought it was fun. And Cole, of course, is digging in the sand, probably looking for crabs under there. But there's plenty of stuff to do here. They have a few huts set up where you can order some food. They have a coffee shop, which I'm gonna partake in. It looks like they have a library. You can get massages here. So they've got a ton.
What? I just walked by.
I know.
She didn't have any look on her face. What are you talking about?
No, she was doing faces, wasn't she? I think she forgets that often I'm holding the camera and she makes those faces at Phil, so I know exactly what she was doing.
There's a ghost crab and he buried himself, so I wouldn't find him. But I definitely found him. Right here. So if I
think I see him.
Yeah, those are his
Right
legs.
there.
Now watch this.
Woo! I think those are the coolest crabs. They look like they're floating because their legs are so skinny and tiny and they move so fast that their body, and it's like, they're so transparent. That's why they call them the ghost crabs, but they move so fast. It's like such a cool thing when there's tons of them. So fun to see them all scurry about the sand.
I got one of them. This guy's a big one too. Little ghost crab. Big ghost crab, actually. Now watch how fast they can run.
Hi. Can I order a cup of coffee? We had breakfast at the resort this morning, but I felt like I didn't get myself enough coffee. Usually I'm a 1-cupper, but today it's 2 cups. Got a nice little tray for it too, and look at this table, stone table around a fire pit. So you get to watch the waves. Brooklyn's in the water, Colt's still playing with the crabs in the sand. This is a beautiful life. And this is a Monday. It's a school day for the kids, but instead of sitting in a classroom, you know, they're out exploring and discovering the world hands-on because we use Ignite Learning Academy. So they'll be on their computers a little bit later today and do courses, but if you want to learn more about how we do school with the kids, go to followabc.com/school. We got more islands to see. Let's go!
Next stop is Luly Island, or Luly Sandbar. It's also known as Starfish Island or Starfish Sandbar. Locals call it Luly, obviously because it's a sandbar. The tide or the depth of the water goes up and down, but it's also called Starfish Island because there are a lot of starfish around. This is Luly Sandbar, and you can see why it's often called a sandbar and not formerly an island, because it's pretty darn small. But it's right offshore from a little El Nido over here. This is Port Barton, and it's apparently a very popular area for backpackers.
It's cold. Okay, traffic jam. The water is kind of cool this time of year. Our own private island, except for it's not private and we're not the only ones here. We do have some neighbors. But sharing is caring and there's plenty of space for us all. I think it is so gorgeous here. And we've got some cloud coverage. It never rains on our parade. We love traveling and the weather does not faze us whatsoever. And the watercolor, again, is stunning. But I love San Vicente because it just feels so much less developed than a lot of other popular touristy places that we've seen in the Philippines. And this feels a bit more undiscovered, which we love. Yesterday, it was downpouring. It was like super torrential rain, like I mentioned, the flooding. And we have this sort of joke, not joke, that wherever we go, we bring the good weather. And of course, we can't control the weather, but I don't know if there's something about having an open mind, positive attitude. I think that when it does rain, we don't really notice it or let it get us down. And so it feels like it never rains wherever we travel. And we were lucky enough that by the time we got to San Vicente, there has been no rain, just maybe a little sprinkles here and there. And you know what it reminds me of? My football team, Oregon Ducks. They have a saying that it never rains in Autzen Stadium.
What'd you get, bud?
Octopus.
He's a herpetologist, not a marine biologist, so don't trust what he says about that.
Trying to think of the best way to properly illustrate the size of this little sandbar right now, like in international terms. Maybe the size of a basketball court? Obviously the kids are spending this time just looking for seashells and corals and sand dollars, by the way. But the crew of the boat is back there preparing our lunch right now, and it sounds like it's gonna be pretty epic.
This is a starfish. They think he's alive. I do see his fingers moving now.
He's alive, so we are gonna leave him exactly where we found him. And from the sound of the tropical music coming from the boat, I think that our lunch is ready.
I think the water temperature is perfect. It's so refreshing, and I can't stop thinking about the fact that in about 6 days, we're flying back to Denver, Colorado. There may be snow on the ground, and we are gonna miss this beachy weather more than ever. Oh, this food looks incredible.
Look at this lunch presentation. We've got a whole fish, we've got mussels, there's shrimp, looks like a salad of some sort, and rice and chicken. This looks awesome, and check out our little sign that says ABC Fam. And the fish is tuna, locally caught.
I saw him cleaning the tuna earlier. It looked fantastic and fresh. But thank you for lunch.
Thank you.
Enjoy your lunch, sir. Enjoy your lunch.
They also have this egg and eggplant salad, and I love the eggplant in the Philippines. It's really slender and long, not like the eggplants you think about that are big and purple and bulgy.
Not like an emoji.
Not like an emoji. It's so good.
For whatever reason, maybe just being out on the water this long reminded me of like playing at the pool all day as a kid. I'm really in the mood for something sweet. And I got this great little salad. It's cucumber, some golden watermelon, maybe some tomato or bell pepper. Technically, I think it's all fruits, right? Cucumber, fruit, pepper, fruit, obviously the other things. That really hits the spot. Just full on real pineapple, fresh pineapple from our ABC family shrine over there. Fresh pineapple is something that they've served on boats pretty much everywhere we've ever gone where we go scuba diving. So I really have that association. Costa Rica, Belize, Mexico, Philippines.
It's all very good. The fish, very, very good. But my favorite is that eggplant salad I talked about. I'm not entirely convinced that's eggplant. It might be okra. It's some kind of fruit vegetable, because it has seeds. But it's very good. My favorite. So if you know what this is, please correct me. Do what Phil does. Tell me in the comments.
We are already to our next stop, and it's not an island. This is just a snorkeling spot. It's one of the most popular in San Vicente. It's called Twin Reef because there are 2 reefs, and it's kind of known for having really friendly schools of fish, not afraid of humans at all. Maybe we'll see some turtles.
Yay, I love snorkeling. The only thing I don't like about snorkeling is the imprint it makes all over your face. And for me, I have very soft skin, so it lasts all day long. But other than that, I love snorkeling.
I think the water depth at its max here is about 2 meters, so relatively shallow, and it looks like a lot of contrast between white and dark. So there's probably some white sand down there in between corals. Looks like it's going to be beautiful, which explains why, once again, we're not really alone here. It's a very popular play.
Oh goodness. Oh my gosh. All right, let's do this. This is the coldest I think the water's been in the Philippines. All right, going in. Of fish. I mean, we were swarmed by them. They were all over the place. I think that was the most fish that we've ever been surrounded by on a snorkeling adventure. And we are off to our next stop. It's the last stop, but we have 2 islands. So it's a 2-for-1 because they're so close together.
So what we have here are 2 islands that are very close together, separated only by a tiny waterway that I think is shallow enough that we can walk back and forth between them. So we have Exotic Island over here on our starboard, and then behind me on our port side, we have Maxima Island.
We see some Nipa huts over on Exotic, and Maxima has a walkway, so I think we can go up to a peak up there. So maybe we would probably want to bring our flippies. It's just waist deep right now. We're going to Maxima over here because we want to go do a little hike. Phil and I. Kids are not into the hiking.
I think the water temperature is absolutely perfect today, and I think that the air temperature is really perfect today. Aaron thinks it's kind of chilly, but honestly, this is the kind of weather that would make it a whole lot easier for me to film throughout the Philippines all the time. Summertime is just brutal for me. Absolute torture when it's very hot and humid, so this is perfect. I'll take it.
Looks like a family lives here. What a beautiful spot with that water right there. Not too high up, but this is the viewpoint. Wow, those colors! Just vibrant green and blue, turquoise. So beautiful. Gosh, Palawan just blows our minds. Every time we visit, we're reminded. It is gorgeous here.
We were thinking this was as high as we could go because this is blocked off, but the edge is not blocked off, so we can actually go even higher.
So pretty. This path actually goes down from here to a little beach, but I don't want to get too far from the kids. And our guide just got news that there is some exciting activity back at the resort. Our dreams are coming true!
I just spotted a sea turtle over there and I was going checking it out, and it is a sea turtle. It's a small one though, but I'm gonna go and swim over around it.
I'm gonna go join him, see if I can get a little bit of footage. Not the biggest of sea turtles, but maybe we can find some of the smallest next.
There are turtle hatchings at the resort. So that's what I was saying, that we just got word that they have 200 little baby turtles ready to be released, and we are gonna be part of it. So we've got to get back to the resort now.
Aaron has mentioned the resort a couple of times today, and that resort is Club Agutaya right here. It is a Filipino-inspired rustic eco-resort right on the coast of San Vicente. They're the ones who hooked us up not only with the island hopping tour today, but basically every other activity that we're doing for this episode. We're just gonna freshen up in our room real quick, and then we're gonna head down to a very special beach for that turtle release. See you in a sec.
All freshened up. So the resort is right on Long Beach, and they call it Long Beach because it's 14.7 kilometers long, making it the longest stretch of white sand beach in the Philippines and the second largest in Southeast Asia.
And what's weird is in our research, we found so many references online to that statistic, but not a single one of them mentioned what the longest white sand beach in Southeast Asia was. I couldn't figure it out, so if you know, please let us know in the comments.
And this is the beach where they do the turtle release.
The turtle pen, the hatching pen, is right over this way. We looked in there yesterday, but the turtles are not in there right now. Colt's over there trying to find them, but come here, I want to show you guys something.
Oh my goodness.
Can I touch one? I don't know. Can you touch them? No, you can't touch them.
you asked for permission.
They are so cute. They are so cute.
Those are green sea turtles, and they hatched earlier this morning. I'm feeling nervous for them. I'm a nervous mama because the waves are really big here, like really big. I don't even know if that'd be safe to swim in. But those turtles, they've got their instincts. I'm sure they know what they're doing. But Colt, you've got some statistics on turtle survival.
And it's very important that we help them out because 90% of sea turtles don't make it to adulthood.
Well, I just feel really lucky we could be a part of it, and I hope we are helping somehow.
Right here is the little pen where they keep all of the eggs, and they aren't all like buried here by the mama turtles. I think they find them along the beach and then they move them into here so it keeps them safe from predators and whatnot. Each one of them has a little card next to it that says the date it was found, who it was found by, who identified it, when the expected hatch date is. And what's interesting is that the estimated hatch dates are like February 9th through the 26th. So it's a really wide range, and yet it appears as though we just had dozens and dozens of those hatching at exactly the same time on exactly the same day. It seems like a really big coincidence.
And I just had this feeling, I had this instinct that we were gonna see some turtles on this visit. I didn't want to get my hopes up too much because, like I said, the timing just hasn't worked out for us until now, but I knew it was gonna work this time. They're making a little path for them, making it a little easier for them to get to the water.
It's like a little turtle luge, if you will.
Yes, but they're all winners in my book. Get it? Because you said luge.
Okay, I see. It's not actually a teeny tiny trail that they have to follow. Those were the two borders to a 2-meter wide, maybe, path that they're going to keep them within as they go down to the water.
And they're smoothing it out too, so there aren't any footprints or divots that the turtles could struggle with to get to the water. Is it happening? I think they went to get the first bin. I'm so tired!
Oh, he's got a glove on.
buddies. I thought that was so cool. I feel so grateful to be a part of it. It's so sad to think the statistics of how many of them are not gonna make it, but we wish them all the best of luck out there in the ocean.
Watching all those little guys just working their butts off to make it all the way out to the ocean just really worked up my appetite. So I'm ready to go get some dinner. This is Cafe Luly, which is the one and only restaurant on the resort property. Thank you. And that's all they need because it's actually a really substantial menu in a good way. They've got appetizers, salads, soups. They've got Filipino food, they've got paellas, vegetarian stuff, travel inspired as a category, which is kind of cool. And then they've got pizza, they've got pasta, and then they have sandwiches. So anything from a burger to a pizza to a kare-kare, they got you covered.
It's Italian night for everybody but Phil. He's gonna have some seafood.
Yeah, the three of them are getting pasta, and I'm getting fish kinilaw and one fish taco. Also, I'm getting a Mai Tai because I had them last night and they're really good.
I got some good old-fashioned penne pasta, or pesto pasta, and Colt got cacio e pepe. Brooklyn's got carbonara. We're gonna enjoy our evening thinking about those 200 turtles out there fighting for survival. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, it's the next day, and we sure are hoping that the majority of those little turtles are still doing very well out there, although I guess a lot of them maybe aren't. We'll just have to see. I actually looked up to see what some of the natural sources of predators or other dangers they encounter are because I didn't really know at the end of the day, and some of the stuff would be just getting to the shore. They need to get past sometimes fox, raccoons, birds, crabs, that sort of thing. Obviously, they get to bypass all of that because we made sure that they got into the water safely. But even once they're in the water, then there are other fish, so sharks and even birds at that point when they come up to feed that could take them out. And one of the estimates in there was that only 1 out of 1,000, maybe to 1 out of every 10,000 survives. So statistically speaking, maybe not a single one of the turtles we left into the sea yesterday will make it. But we'll keep our fingers crossed. In the meantime, this is our room here. This is a family room, and it's really great because each one of the kids get their own separate twin bed in this setup, so it's very efficient for families of 4 like ours. Now we're actually gonna be switching later today to one of the villas so that we can experience 2 king rooms side by side adjoined. So that's gonna be a different experience. We'll show you that one later on. But right now we are heading down to the pool, and I think we're gonna grab a cocktail and maybe order up a little bit of poolside lunch on the way, so let's go. Could we get 2 Mai Tais, please? One's for you, baby.
Thank you. Mmm, good. Mai Tais taste like vacation.
Thank you, thank you.
This is a gorgeous, very large pool, very enticing, and I can't wait to swim in it.
I think this pool is one of the nicest parts about the resort. It looks like it's been kind of remodeled somewhat recently, and I think one of the things that they built in here is a swim-up bar that goes around 3 different sides. So the sunken part here is where a bartender would go down. I could keep myself busy down here.
If you are ever wondering at any time what Colt is doing, he's looking for lizards. I love that we can see the beautiful water color through the trees up ahead. And this little field between the pool and the ocean, it had a cow in it yesterday. Just kind of roaming around, eating the grass. I don't see the cow today. Maybe he's off on a walk or something. But we just ordered some food. We're gonna have lunch poolside, and while we're waiting for our food to come out, we're gonna get in the water.
That's a good looking pizza pie.
It is. Perfect timing for lunch. Have you ever seen a bigger solo taco than this one? And have you ever seen the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? This totally reminds me of it. And also The guy's name is Flint Lockwood, and he has these gorgeous blue eyes, and he reminds me so much of Phil and his gorgeous blue eyes.
And I got a really good, thick grilled cheese.
Brooklyn and I are sharing a 4-cheese pizza, or quattro formaggio. This is honestly one of the best pizzas I've had in the Philippines.
No doubt in my mind, it is the best pizza in all of San Vicente, and we're actually gonna go take a look at all of San Vicente at their iconic lookout point.
We just found out that our new villas are ready to go. So the previous guests are already out of there. We're gonna get our stuff up in here, and then we're gonna clean up and we're gonna head off to our little adventure on land. But before we do that, we'll give you a quick tour.
We're in Villa 1A and 1B. It's 2 king rooms connected by the porch here. These rooms are identical. Phil and I get our own room, and the kids have the exact same layout right next door. So we have this king bed and also a little couch, seating area, a much bigger TV over in this villa, and a desk under it so we could set up our computers, and a little mini bar. They provide water, coffee, and tea complimentary. We have a wardrobe here. Oh, and a safe. There's some space to hang things on this side. The bathroom right over here. Very simple bathroom with 1 sink, open concept, and a walk-in shower. Now that we're all freshened up, we are gonna jump in a van and go to Bato Niningning. That is the highest elevation point for a photo opportunity right over Long Beach. Thanks, little guy.
Hey guys, we're here.
Oh, so beautiful. You look over in this direction and it's so lush and green. And then you look over here over the water and it's so turquoise and blue and so pretty. God, so gorgeous. And what perfect weather! Like how gorgeous it is. I mean, the overcast, it's just the right amount of shade. There's no rain and there's still lots of sun shining down. I just can't believe how far out that turquoise blue water goes. It's so, so pretty. I love the color.
You gonna climb the rock, babe?
Yep. And the wind makes it kind of fun, huh?
It's cool to get a new vantage point of Long Beach from up here, but I think the main thing that I really love is how much of a sense you get for everything else that's around San Vicente. Like, it's about so much more than just the beach, just the diving, just the islands. You've got these lush forests, you've got multiple waterfalls that you can hike to around here, rivers and mangroves that are like literally outside the door of the resort, and just so many of our favorite authentic activities. So it's not just a tourist hotspot, it's like we could do things like rice farming, again, because we've done that in Bohol. We could do beekeeping, we can take part in a beach cleanup, or you could even go fishing and then bring your catch back to the resort, and I'm sure they would cook it up for you. We've done that in numerous places around the world. But those are the types of things that I think really make you feel like you're in tune with the destination that you're exploring, as opposed to just going on all of the little group adventures and seeing the typical tourist hotspots, the tourist traps, right?
We want to see where the locals go in San Vicente, so we're gonna check out a little spot to eat some bites.
The first bite of several, I'm having a nice little egg salad sandwich on some awesome homemade white bread here, while overlooking the same area, but from a higher vantage point. This is the St. Vic's viewpoint, so we're basically about 300 meters higher than we were before.
This is a perfect moment to grab a kiddo and have a gratitude moment with them. Right, buddy?
Yeah.
So we just look and we think about how grateful we are for this moment, for being here, and experiencing what's in front of us.
Like that rock?
Like that rock.
Cool
And
rock.
we say, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm naming him Fred.
It truly is an even better view. You can see past the cape over there, and I'm pretty sure these are the islands that we were hopping yesterday. But let's keep going, because I'm ready for another bite.
We've hopped on over to Marina Terrace for another great view and some more great bites. A bit early. Oh no, no worries.
Hey.
Oh, hello. No worries.
We're just here to try a little merienda, which means snacks, but we're doing it with the view of the same port that we left from yesterday for our island hopping tour. We're probably a bit early with it being 4:20 for a sunset, but that is a phenomenal time to be up here because you've got the west-facing patio up here, so just a great place to watch the sun go down. And the food is supposed to be pretty incredible because the couple who are running this place are from Wales, and he's worked in Michelin-starred restaurants, he's been a chef for 9 years, and I think they're just having a blast. They've been taking care of this place for the past 5 months. World travelers themselves. In fact, I think that Kieran has been to about 59 countries, which is about double what we've been to. Beth, still north of us actually. I think she's been to almost 40 countries. We're at about 30, but really fantastic couple, and I bet they're gonna have some fantastic food here in a minute.
And you can tell the food is inspired from all over the world, from Welsh cakes to pad thai and coconut curries, grilled cheese and fish and chips. I mean, there really is something for everybody, and they have puzzles and games. Colt found a stack of a couple of games over there, so we picked up some cards.
We're gonna play blackjack.
I'm surprised blackjack because he's so into gin rummy lately. But there's also a couple of riddles. And I'm gonna ask you one, so put it in the comments if you know the answer. What has one head, 1 foot, and 4 legs?
Water.
Okay, if you know the answer to that, put it in the comments.
Some slaw and a pickled red onion.
So here are Kieran's little creations for us. We have some fish tacos, which are stuffed with fish. Look at that. Almost nothing but fish. Oh, those look so good. Colt's digging into those right away. And then we also have some very good looking bread. This is like European level bread right here. Some olives, and this is braised chorizo, which is probably what I'm most excited to dive into. That is so good. Why have we never had chorizo like this before? This big cube, it's more like eating a little chunk of steak than it is some sort of a sausage, right? Like what we're used to. So flavorful. Not spicy, some chorizo can be. This one's just got a fantastic flavor to it, so well balanced. That's good.
The fish is really good. It's moist, but it's also seared on the outside, so it's crunchy. So inside, it's like a really soft fish with a crunch on the outside. Yummy. Second taco of the day for me. And they've got this slaw to go with the tacos. It's yummy too.
I'll have some of that, because slaw is one of my favorite things in the world. When I have barbecue or fish tacos, anything, if it's got slaw is the first thing that I'm gonna go after. I just love cabbage, and I don't care if it's creamy coleslaw or just vinegar-based coleslaw. Wow. This one has a little bit of kick to it, huh?
Beth and Kieran were just telling us there's another viewpoint that we haven't seen yet. How far away is that one?
It's about 10-15 minutes this way by road. It's called 100 Steps, and you don't actually have to walk 100 steps, but it's a drive up, and it's just so beautiful and scenic of a long beach.
We're gonna have to see that. If not tonight, then when we can come back to San Vicente. So what's your favorite thing on the menu? I mean, everything we had was so good, but the menu had a lot of stuff on there that looked good too.
So I would personally say the curry, the Goan curry that we have on there. Personally, because I just love Indian food, but we've also managed to put a little twist on it. So there's a very traditional thing that we do at home with the curry where you have half and half, which is half rice, half fries, and yeah, it's just delicious.
Well, it's all phenomenal. Thank you so much for making this, treating us. This is really good food.
Come back anytime, yeah.
If we were here just one more night, I know that we'd want to come back here to sit during the sunset, because I can't imagine getting a better view of the sun going down over the water than right here in this very spot. But we do have plans to spend the evening on the beach back at the resort.
For only being here for 2 full days and 3 nights, I think we got a really good feel for San Vicente. And it really is a cool area. It's a bit more off the beaten path, you know, versus flying directly into El Nido or Puerto Princesa and hanging out in those areas. But I think it's well worth a few hours drive because there are fewer crowds, there are beautiful beaches, and there's an endless supply of things to do. And yeah, we did bring the good weather with us, although we also had a little bit of a helping hand from the fact that it's the dry season right now. In fact, smack dab in the middle of it. But right on the outside of the dry season, at the mid to end of June kind of period, is the annual mud festival, the Malignong Festival, which means mud. And it's basically a way to highlight the fertile soil that brings life and prosperity to the area. A lot of the typical stuff for a Filipino kind of festival, I think. You know, you got street dancing, which Aaron, of course, would love, cultural activities, competitions, and all that sort of thing. So if you're planning a trip here around that time, you might want to try to make it coincide with that festival because it would be a really cool experience. And if you want to book a stay right here at Club Agutaya, that's a pretty easy one. It's clubagutaya.com. You can book right there through their website. You can probably also book through booking.com, Airbnb, some of those.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this video, so please give it a like, give us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're not subscribed, please do that and hit the notification bell because it will let you know when our next upload is. We will see you in the next episode.
Yes,
And this is the beach where we do the turtle release. Woo, there's a bug. Bugs happen. Thinking about those 200 turtles out there fighting for survival. We'll see you tomorrow.
Forgot one.
What?
90% dead.
I hate that fact.
Pretend like you're really surprised by one of the math equations you just saw.
Gotta go back to Minecraft for that equation. I'm not doing that.
I have some ceviche.
He's funny. Love it.
Oh, I believed you were leaving.
I'm not. Hey, but